Today, we talk of righteous indignation. And it is another beautiful day on paradise planet Earth. Indeed, it does not feel at this time that Earth is a paradise. So much is going on, and for all practical purposes, it looks like the Light Alliance has conceded, and the powers that be, otherwise known as the devil, have won. As we see the bad actors, the powers that be, loudly pontificating, pompously expounding their point of view, the heart drops, the consciousness, the frequency starts to go in a down spiral. Thoughts of possible negative outcomes, of the impossible possible victory of the dark come to mind, and righteous indignation sets in. Yes, dear hearts, it is time for righteous indignation, and you are all feeling it, dear Lightworkers, starseeds. And this is a good thing. The process of enlightenment is unique and individual to each soul ensconced in a human body. Each holy soul has its own pathway to tread along the circuitous road to awake an awareness. Yet there are common threads that run through all passages to spiritual insight and understanding. There are feelings that all starseeds and lightworkers encounter at some stage of their journey into the light, and righteous indignation is one of these. Yes, you feel righteously indignant now. You see the outrageous lies, the corrupt practices, the dishonesty, the selfish callousness of those narcissists who have run our world for untold centuries. Inevitably, seeing how the truth is perverted, how evil is made out to be goodly and godly, and the goodly and godly are made out to be evil, you cringe, for you see how your brethren are cowed and bent and afflicted by injustice and cruelty. You are righteously annoyed. You are indignant at the immorality of the bad actors and the lack of ethics, the deep brutality of the dark ones. Our dear hearts, you have come far in your planet Earth journey. In the past, you would not have felt righteous indignation. You would not have seen the situation from such a calm and peaceful point of view. You would have been angry, resentful, reactive, wanting to swear at the world. In your human entrainment, in your dream state, in your indoctrination into the low-vibrating cultural morality of separation and division, placed on you by the Illuminati, you would have roiled about, wallowed in your exasperation, in your victimhood, and you would have felt immense fear. Seeing the injustice and the satanic perversion, you would have wanted to fight against them. Fighting, war, being against everything is the way of the low-vibrational third-dimensional matrix. Living in fear, one does not concentrate on creating the new, on turning the situation to the beautiful, the lovely, rather one fights everything. Yes, fighting is the order of the day under Illuminati governance. And so the populace loudly claims, fight cancer, fight poverty, fight homelessness, fight child abuse, fight animal abuse, fight global warming, fight discrimination, and so on. As we all know, what you concentrate on, what you focus on, creates more of the same. So practically, it is pretty much the same to be adamantly for something as it is to be strongly and emotionally against something. That is, to fight something. For your mind is concentrating on that thing, focusing on what you do not want, and so by your very focus, you are creating more of the same thing. You have come far, dear friends, dear brethren, for now many of you have reached the stage of righteous indignation. Yes, you want the situation to be righted and the bad actors to be removed, but you are also calm and forgiving. For you know that nothing wrong ever happened You see now how and why the planet Earth experience was designed as it was. You see now why this human world is topsy-turvy in all things, why bad is made out to be good, and why good is made out to be bad. As we come to the understanding of it, we see that we are living in a fascinating world. As we drop our fears, our negative emotions, and our reactive anger, we are able to look at our situation from a higher vantage point, a positive point of view. And what is that positive point of view? It is that we are living through the experience we designed for ourselves. We volunteered to come to Earth to help. We know that now. We wanted to be here during this apocalypse. The apocalypse, the complete, final destruction of the world. Except that you know now the world is not being destroyed. Rather, the apocalypse is transforming the world. And this chaos, this confusion, these lies are a necessary part of the transformation, a necessary part of the ascension process. So now, you watch in fascination the transformation of planet Earth and humanity from fear to love. You see how in detail and technicolor the situation is progressing, how dark ones have behaved and are still behaving. Hitherto, they have got away literally with murder. For we humans, living in the low-vibrating third-dimensional frequency, were not aware of their perversity. Yes, we were in fear, we were angry, but we were angry at the individual incidents, at the false flags, at the unjust court system, at the police, at the medical system. We were angry at individual actors who we were repeatedly told were bad, were evil, were Satan itself. And those individual actors we hated were often goodly and godly. We could not see the picture, the big picture. The full story of the planet Earth schoolroom adventure eluded us. Now we see the story from the upper room of enlightenment, and the truth sets us free. For now, rather than flailing about uselessly and railing against individual injustices, we know it is time for the bad actors to be removed. We know it is time to pull out all the tentacles of the deep state control system. Now we are no longer viscerally reactive. Now we are calm and peaceful. We surrender to and accept the situation we are in. Furthermore, we are grateful for that situation, for we know we are ascending into light, returning to love. We feel the change, we feel the joy, we feel the peace, we feel the knowing, the glowing, the flowing of love through our very being as it increases day by day by day. Yet seeing the world now anew, watching the turmoil and torment of the apocalypse, we are compassionate. We wish for mankind to be released from the unethical, immoral treatment under which he has suffered for so long. We offer moral righteousness, virtuous ethicality. Our indignation is a determination to remove the bias, the unfair treatment, the unjust actions taken against the goodly and godly. Yes, dear hearts, we are righteously indignant, and we, as part of the Light Alliance, are doing our part to aid and speed the progress of enlightenment for humanity. Let us keep our vibration high. Let us know the truth for our brethren, that all is well, and that we are moving through this period of trial and tribulation to remove the dark, the evil from the world. Stand in your knowingness, dear ones. Keep your contact with the divine. Meditate. Envision the future. See your brethren as the perfect beings that they are, living through the perception-deception of the planet Earth experience. They are being educated into the knowing of greater love by experiencing fear. Know that for you awakened ones, It is wonderful to feel righteously indignant. We came to planet Earth to experience limitation and to feel emotion. The powers that be have certainly provided the limitation. We thank them for that. But now it is time to move on from their entrapment. From experiencing that negative limitation came negative emotion, fear, anger, and resentment. From that anger and resentment came a realization that we preferred love, and only love. For we had lived in fear and trepidation, and we did not prefer that old life of worry and anxiety. Let us now leave the past behind, drop our story, and turn to looking at the good and the lovely that is to come. For we now know who we are and what we are, and we are removing that darkness which has plagued us for untold centuries past. Just a little more patience, dear ones. The best is yet to come. Yes, the best is yet to come. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.